I wish to ask questions, Mr. Chairman.
You go ahead and give your, ask your questions, yes.
I want to ask Mr. Harrison if he thinks the American people who've invested over $500 million deserve to know what happened to that money.
On the advice of my counsel, I invoke the privilege afforded to me by the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution, and I respectfully decline to answer any questions.
I want to ask the same question to Mr. Stover.
On the advice of my counsel, I invoke the privilege afforded by the Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. I respectfully decline to answer any question.
I don't understand what's self-incriminating about a yes or no answer as to whether the American people deserve to know what happened to over $500 million of their money, but then I'm not a defense lawyer, Mr. Chairman. I would secondly like to know what changed between January of 2009, when the Bush administration at DOE rejected the loan application, to March of 2009, when the Obama administration reversed course and approved this $500 million loan. Mr. Harrison, would you care to answer that question?
On the advice of my counsel, I invoke the privilege afforded to me by the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, and I respectfully decline to answer any questions.
I'd like to ask a question to Mr. Stover.
On the advice of counsel, I invoke the privilege afforded by the Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. I respectfully decline to answer any question.
Again, Mr. Chairman, I'm puzzled by the assertion of right against self-incrimination, which the only obvious thing that changed is the occupant in the White House, and that's certainly not illegal for the American people to decide to put a new president in the White House. I've got time for one more question. Is it not true, Mr. Harrison, that the former CEO and other investors of Solyndra met frequently with officials in the Obama White House?
On the advice of my counsel, I invoke the privilege afforded to me by the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, and I respectfully decline to answer any questions.
I'd like to give
Gentleman's time has expired.
I would like Mr. Stover to be given an opportunity to answer that question.
Mr. Stover, answer the question.
On the advice of my counsel, I invoke the privilege afforded by the Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. I respectfully decline to answer the question.
Again, Mr. Chairman, I see nothing that's incriminating about people going to see folks in the White House. I will say this, Mr. Chairman, I hope on a bipartisan basis we get to the bottom of this. I hope our staffs look at the constitutionality of invoking a broad privilege when in fact there doesn't appear to be any reason for these gentlemen not to answer the questions of the subcommittee.